What is up, and welcome back to Hit or Miss Music with your boy, it's me, Spencer, with reaction, first impressions of your favorite commercial album releases. So today, we got Meek Millie with the new album, Wins and Losses. So I'm excited for this album. I haven't heard anything from this dude since Dream Chasers 4. I personally like the Dream Chasers series. Dream Chasers 4 wasn't really my cup of tea, but the Dream Chasers series as a whole is something that I really enjoy. I bumped for a long time, but the Dream Chasers series in general has been a series that I bumped a lot throughout my whole life. Dreams Worth More Than Money was a good project to me. Meek Millie still has it in him to produce really good music. Now, even though Meek Mill has been known a lot more off the mic than on the mic in recent years, just because of his, beef with Drake, relationship with Nicki. So I'm excited to see what kind of story he's gonna tell on this next album. The title of the album, Wins and Losses, kinda is giving us maybe a clue about what he's gonna be talking about throughout the whole album, probably touching on the ups and downs of his life. One thing I'm hoping he's not gonna try and do on this album is kind of follow this trend of a lot of people singing on the album. Some voices are kind of made for it, some voices aren't. You think about Kendrick's new Damn. Some of those songs he's singing on are good. Some of those songs definitely could have gone without the vocals. But I'm really excited for this album. When you're talking about the feature list on this album, you're talking about QUAVO, Future, even Lil Uzi, what I'm saying? I want to see what he's going to bring to the table. And then you still have, Chris Brown, who Meek Millie usually does well with. You also have The Dream, who, like I said, kind of gives me an indication that he hopefully doesn't sing on this album, because I really appreciate his flow when he's on his game, hitting those bars hard, hitting those beats hard. So I'm excited to see what kind of Meek Millie shows up. So let's start this thing off. The first song, Wins and Losses, intro song. We'll see what he brings in the intro, what kind of vibe he's setting. So let's hop right in. I feel like an intro track to a movie. Y'all know this. It is from all those YouTube. You ever played high school football? You know who this dude is.
You have to believe it when you cannot.
I love his pace to start off the album. Let you know he ain't playing. So that was Wins and Losses, and I'm loving what Meek Mill is doing in the beginning. He's letting you know we taking no hostages, we're showing no mercy. And this is the Meek Millie I wanted to see. This is the summer Meek Mill that I wanted to hear, that I can bump in the car. This is obviously a hit. This gets us off to the perfect start. It's a clean 3 minutes, just letting you know I'm taking these beats and I'm spitting bars and I'm not gonna stop. I wonder if he's ever gonna slow down in this album. Even on the songs with the singers, I'm wondering if he's ever gonna, take a minute to let you know something. But we'll see where he goes from here. So next song, we got Heavy Heart. I'm wondering if he's gonna complete switch up, letting you know that there are two sides of this. The first song might have been the wins. No matter what happens, I'm gonna be a winner. And this next song with Heavy Heart, letting you know about some of the losses he's taking.
Niggas say they with you when they really not. See so many people cross me, don't know where to start.
Feel that?
That bitch left me with a heavy heart. Yeah, rolling chain every car. All he did was let me scar.
Getting deep. Listen up.
I'm like, let him talk. I won't say his name, but he gon' feel it shit in every bar. Chasing dreams, haters faking, love is real. Niggas said I wouldn't win. Told him yes, the fuck I will. Hit the studio with all my feelings and I let him spill.
Let's go.
Be a sucker nigga, no I never will.
I like what he did there with that first track, going hard on all the people that he felt had wronged him. And then with the second track, letting you know that there's two sides of Meek Mill. One side that's just pure vengeance. There's a second part of Meek Mill. He is having a hard time believing that all these people he thought were, day ones, just left him when shit got hard. Everybody can relate to that. Everybody's had those types of relationships where you thought it was gonna be there, and then when shit hit the fan, they were gone. You couldn't find them. Everybody's been there. I got both sides of Meek Mill that I'm going to see in this album within the first two songs. That's exactly what I wanted. So we're going to move on. Track number 3, Buck That Check Up, featuring Lil Uzi Vert, Captain Adlib. So we'll see what kind of Lil Uzi Vert shows up, what kind of role he plays, because You think about Meek Millie, he's all about that fast flow, saying how he's feeling on the mic. And then you got Lil Uzi Vert, who's there to have fun. He's there to jump around. When the title comes up as a Fuck That Checkup, I'm thinking this is going to be a fun song. Heavy Heart was a hit. First two songs are hits. Getting off, like I said, on the right foot. So we're going to go to Fuck That Checkup. I mean, it got a star next to it on Apple Music, so it's got to be good, right?
I'm on purpose. She on mileage. Fuck that checkup. We getting rich and these niggas sick. They need a checkup. I'm so lit, I fuck that bitch.
I like that wordplay.
Fuck that checkup. Young nigga, fuck that checkup.
Don't call my phone. Don't lean on message.
Oh.
You think it was swerving me? Diamonds emergency. Better hit down the left.
Bitch, shit your mans up. Go to Paris. 20 grand up. When the tan hit, you can tell we ain't never had shit. No way. Fuck that checkup. Fuck that checkup.
So that was Fuck That Checkup, track number 3. That's a hit. I was feeling it. You could tell. That's going to be bumping in the car. Meek Millie's not playing any games on this album. You can tell. He's got that attitude toward this whole thing. You can tell with the type of feature that he had Lil Uzi Vert do. You think about the Bad and Bougie Lil Uzi, and then you think about this Lil Uzi. Meek Mill probably demanded that Lil Uzi has a certain flow, a certain style that he brought to this song for this album. On to the next song, track number 4, Whatever You Need, featuring Chris Brown, C Breezy. And this has me feeling like maybe it's going to be a back and forth, because you think about those first two songs as a hard-hitting song, and then you kind of let off the gas a little bit. But yeah, track number 4, Whatever You Need, Chris Brown.
Niggas always in her DM, she don't holler back. Whoop, whoop, copy that. Cuffin', I've been cuffin' what them people.
I like that they strip it down for C Breezy's hook. Okay, that sounds on this. I didn't even see that. That was such a nice surprise. I didn't even look through it to see who else was on here. So that was Whatever You Need, featuring Chris Brown and apparently Dolla. C Breezy on the hook. They stripped it down for him, focused on his voice. That was perfect. Meek Mill with the laid back vibe that he had on the second track, coming off of this hard hitting track, just has me on the edge of my seat. Like, what is this dude gonna do next? Yeah, but you know, that was a hit. With C Breezy, Dolla, Meek Mill, it's gotta be a hit. But I am wondering where he goes from here. Does he keep this kind of back and forth going, or does he switch it up at some point? Does he get a little deeper into these topics? So next, we have track number 5, 1942 Flows.
Scuba daddies in the phantom, that's the way of life. And make them fuck their best friends like that was dice. Reaching for the Glock every time I play the light. I'm on some shit that they ain't seen before. Dream chasing, catching all my goals.
He actually doesn't sound that bad singing.
This is my cocky flow. Damn, Daniel, why you still at Mr. Miyagi though? This that rose gold, pain call me like 94. Mean nothing to me, I tell you how I gotta go, rain sleep.
So that was 1942 Flows. That was a really good song. The flow he had going along with what he was saying, and the wordplay was there. This song's really about Meek Mill going back to his roots. 5 for 5, this dude's just pushing out hits in a whole bunch of different ways. But yeah, I feel that there's a theme growing throughout this album. Moving on to track number 6, Issues. I'm excited to see what he has next to talk to us about, what kind of deeper meaning he's trying to get into.
Yeah, I know it. Hating on me, yeah, I know it. Yeah, time for what we send a missile. Hit him with finesse, kill him with success.
Ooh, let's go. So that was Issues, track number 6. That's still a hit, letting you know that he's kind of built up this armor. He's just not taking any more shit. Like, he's done with it. He sat back and tried to give people chance after chance. And he's just letting you know, like he said, when we go to war, we're sending missiles. Like, but yeah, the next one, track number 7, We Ball, featuring Thugger.
So I'ma hold it down to the always. We been at the clip for ballin'. I you roll my.
Okay, let him know. So that was We Ball featuring Young Thug. That was a hit for me, man. I mean, all these songs, I can run through these on the whole album. Like, if I just start the album from the beginning, I'm just feeling it all the way through. I was nervous about how they were gonna blend, but they blended really well. But on this song, he's just sitting back. And I like that he decided to go with a chill song with Young Thug as opposed to something that's upbeat.
And I was on the gram entertaining all the rap beats. The land they gave us was always ours. Don't close the door, you owe us more.
So that was These Scars featuring Future and Guordon Banks. That was the first miss for me on this whole thing. I mean, I liked the way that it was starting off, but Future's feature just seemed so out of place. It seemed like he was almost on a completely different song. Like Future sent Meek Mill a verse, and then Meek Mill didn't know where to put it and then just slapped it on this song. Up until Future's feature, I was really feeling this song. Like the way that Meek Mill started out and the way that the vocals came in, they were really soulful. Future's feature just kills it for me, and that's why it's going to be the first miss. But I'm still excited for the rest of the album, even though this is kind of a bummer that Future didn't fit on here well, because I was hoping he would. But yeah, we'll move on to the next song. Track number 9, Connect the Dots, featuring Yo Gotti and Rick Ross. Meek Mill and Rick Ross usually do really well together. Guessing it's going to be more of a hype song because we've had a kind of a long string of relaxed songs. I have a feeling that Meek Mill wants to just start going hard again.
Yeah.
Yep, about to go in.
Chase, gang. In the kitchen with that pirate bacon cookies. Every time you see me out, I got it with me. Been it through that bitch to a pussy and collect the squat. When we catch a headshot, disconnect the top. Let's talk about the trap, let's talk about the strip up to Jordan. We look up to Meek.
Okay.
My nigga block up, leave that bitch.
Got on
Go, bro, Zay.
bitches say I seem possessed. You scared of violence, so you gotta cut the check. We always.
So that was Connect the Dots with Yo Gotti and Rick Ross. I was feeling that song. The song as a whole, I'm probably still gonna put it as a hit. The hook was nice. It was witty. I was feeling it. That's the song when you're driving, you know what I'm saying? You're slow rolling and somebody else is playing music and you know that your system is way better than theirs, but they're trying to play music loud. That's the song you put on to just shut their ass up. That was an East Coast song. I was feeling that. That was an East Coast song. You could tell. It had the Philly, you know what I'm saying? It had the Philly in there. But yeah, the next song, track number 10, Fall Through. I have a feeling he's been doing it the whole album, so I have a feeling this is going to probably be a slower song. Probably be a chiller song.
Yeah. Sad to say it, but I love you.
Okay.
Don't take no offense, but you my bitch. Ooh, every time a nigga call you, that's why I ball how I ball when I spoil you.
That's a miss for me, just because there was so much potential for that song, and I feel like a feature would have been perfect. Just kind of a higher pitched artist could have totally killed those hooks, man. Because Meek Mill on the verses kind of singing would have been cool with me. Kind of like what Kendrick did with the song Love on the last album. I feel like this song had that kind of potential if he would have brought on a feature. I mean, you guys can tell me whether you like this song as it is or whether you would have preferred a feature. And if you did prefer a feature, let me know who you'd like to see. But next, track number 11, Never Lose, featuring Lihtz, Kamraz.
I give a fuck what you feel like. I am real, that's a real life.
Fashion for the trends too. Tell them bring them something that I didn't do. Say, wins on them losses. Turn us to bosses. Yeah.
So that was Never Lose, featuring Lihtz, Kamraz. That's a miss for me just because, oh my gosh, I wish Future's feature would have been on this song. I feel like it would have been way better than the song he was actually on. I feel like the Future would have fit better on this. He could have had a verse and could have done the hook, kind of like what Lihtz Kamraz did. Because I liked Lihtz Kamraz' verse, and Meek Mill did okay, but it's starting to get a little repetitive. We'll move right along to track number 12, Glow Up. I'm curious to see if he's going to keep this whole singing thing going. I don't know how much more singing I'm going to be cool with from Meek, because a couple songs here and there is cool, but him getting on this whole singing thing doesn't seem like the future for me for Meek. But track number 12, Glow Up.
Check. Going up on the corner.
that was Glow Up. That's a hit. Like I said while the song was going on, that's a song you pull up to the club listening to. Yeah, you have booming when you pull up. But yeah, the message is pretty consistent, talking about his wins. Like he's been talking about, starting from the bottom. This is his glow up. So yeah, on to the next one. Track number 13, Young Black America featuring The Dream. I'm excited for this feature. I'm excited about this title. We're going to get his perspective on some type of issue that has to do with, I'm going to guess, race in America. So I'm excited to see his perspective, see what he has to offer about his commentary on this issue. So let's hop right in. Young Black America featuring The Dream.
White man kill a black man, they never report us. Black man kill a white man, they gon' start a war. Mama, she when niggas brainwashed, they just wanna rap and whoop. Could've been a lawyer,
Facts.
Until they came and shackled you. Them niggas don't love you. Young Black American, nah. Wanna live like the fair skin, nah.
So that was Young Black America. That's a definite hit. That is one of my favorite tracks on the album so far. I didn't know Meek Mill could do that. I didn't know Meek Mill could comment like that and fit all that into that song. Dream's feature is perfectly placed on there because it just has Meek Mill just spill everything that's on his mind, and then Dream kind of comes up at the back end and just kind of cleans it up and adds his own kind of topping on what Meek Mill had set out. And he's talking about this all through his perspective. He's not necessarily constantly making judgments, but he's giving you his perspective, the observations he's had and what he's gathered through his life experiences coming from where he came from. But next, track number 14, Open, featuring Verse Simmonds. I'm excited to where Meek Mill goes following this song because this could have been the album ender for me right here. So I'm wondering how he keeps this thing going. I'm feeling this though.
Baby, just open. Yeah. Fucking you like I just got out the pen. I got you open like I got the pen. Fly out the city and I fly you in. Girl, she be only fucking with the traps. No, that hating shit ain't getting past. Cause you told her that I only wanna hit it. Preaching to the choir, you the back. Baby, just open.
So that was Open featuring Verse Simmonds. And that's a hit. That is going right on the playlist. It's not the first song. You all know what I'm talking about. It's not the first song that, you know, when you get to go over to your place. It's not the first song that's on that playlist that you play. It's like the third or fourth song, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be listening to that song over and over and over again. That's a replay song for sure. I like how he's playing on into this because he's got this good song with Verse Simmonds. Then he's gonna have QUAVO, TEYANA Taylor with Rick Ross. But track number 15, Ball Player, featuring QUAVO for Prez.
I'm a lamb, with my bitch in the street. You put your bitch on the shelf. Big white bitch scales. Lil Uzi Vert in the mail.
Like loosely, pull up in the road, we too deep. Big man back like excuse me.
Bitch on the shelf. Big white bitch scales. Lil Uzi Vert in the mail. Feeling like blue glue. Here on the mail, I wanna yell.
So that was Ball Player featuring QUAVO. And that's a miss for me. I can't believe I'm missing a QUAVO song. Y'all saw me in the beginning how hyped I was for this song. I feel like I didn't get that QUAVO enthusiasm that I get with almost every song this dude's on. I just wasn't feeling it. Meek Mill was pretty generic on that. I feel like that's all he needed to be when he had QUAVO. But we'll see if Meek Mill can bounce back. I mean, he's got TEYANA Taylor and Rick Ross on this next song. So I feel like maybe he knew something about that last song because this song following right up with it has all the ingredients. But yeah, track number 16, second to last song, Made It From Nothing, featuring TEYANA Taylor and Rick Ross. Here we go. I can feel this energy. This is what I want. This is what I want from the last song. This energy.
North Philly in my bloodstream, nigga. South Philly from my dad jeans.
Let's go.
Niggas broke their pins, never mattered.
Strong verse. Strong.
My circle competitor, let's see who move the most. I gave my niggas game before they knew the ropes. Now let's talk about numbers, I really blew them both.
So that was Made It From Nothing, featuring TEYANA Taylor and Rick Ross, and that song was great to follow up that, you know, that disappointing song before it. that passion, that energy that I was talking about, you can feel that through that whole song. And then you have Rick Ross coming in there, kind of being that calming voice, telling a story, just painting you a picture with his words. I mean, you can feel it. I felt it. It's a hit for me. He's gonna end this with this last song. I mean, it's just him. It's called Price. I'm excited to hear this conclusion to this story.
Told him no one time. Watch him talk about me crazy, run by my back out.
Y'all know people like that. Y'all know people like that.
When you sitting at me, never heard him tell me thanks. I've been watching all my primes with this perks and all this drink. All that shit just made me take. Had me draw and let me pay. For the morning 88.
I mean, that whole first part of that song, everybody can relate to. Everybody's had friends along the way that just used you. I mean, expected you to do stuff for them after a certain amount of time. And if you tripped up once, they just bit your head off. Just the lessons he's learned, that he's trying to let everybody know about the people you surround yourself with, and the different ways that you can identify who's really down for you or who's really down for what you have. But overall thoughts about the album, I really enjoyed this album from top to bottom. There were a few misses in there, but most of the songs are hits. I don't feel like he oversaturated the album with just straight bangers. I don't feel like he tried too hard with the vocals. Some songs he did sing a little bit too much for me, but that might come off different for other people. But Wins and Losses is definitely a really good album that y'all should definitely check out. Put the songs that you like on your playlist. I mean, y'all see the tally. A lot of wins, not that many losses. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments below. What were your wins? What were your losses? Give me your favorite songs off the album. Which songs were you not really messing with? I really want to see what you guys thought about this album. I'm a Meek Mill fan. I've been messing with Meek Mill for a long time, since high school. It's good to see this matured Meek Mill mixed in with the vintage, old school Meek Mill that I know and that I really fuck with. There's a lot of replay value to a lot of the tracks in this song. There's a lot of songs that you're going to be able to listen to over and over again and not get tired of. Yeah, but overall, I really enjoyed this album. I want you guys to check it out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, my commentary, what I think about this, and you like the kind of music I listen to, subscribe if you're new, for sure. And we can keep this kind of back and forth going. But definitely check me out on the next video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.